Guys, these are your Daily Tarot cards for January 31st, 2020. 100 videos. This is my 100th video, and it's so crazy that it's the date that it is, because this time last year, I started hearing spirit more stronger, and I actually did around this date, one of my first readings. I believe it was like in February. I did my first reading for my sister. Just all these channel messages came in, and I just trusted it. And then another one came in, and it was for my sister again. Her mother-in-law had passed away, and then her father-in-law had passed away. And I just kept getting these channel messages, and I just went with it. And I trusted spirit, and that's when I turned to Soulwork, Soulwrk, at Soulwork on IG. That's her tag name, I guess you would say it. And I asked her, I said, what do I do with this? I said, where do I go from here? And she's like, you need to trust spirit and see where it takes you, and maybe do a live IG. That was in February. I didn't do my first live until later, much later after that, because I didn't have the confidence in my ability. So I just thought I'd share that little tidbit. So thank you. I want to first say thank you to all my supporters. I don't like saying followers, because you guys are not followers. You know, this is very much free will that we've come into each other's lives. And I am very honored and thankful to all of you for all your continued support, your love that you shower me with, for all of you that have come to me for guidance and ended up being so much more than healer and client. Like, I even hate that word client, but it's just like, it's such a tremendous honor. And I thank all of you that have come into my life either as a mentor and became my friend as well. Like, you know, there's a lot of things a lot of people don't see that I do behind the scenes. All the DMs I answer, and I'm just very honored. I just want to thank you all for your continued support. All of you that have been there from the beginning, all the new people to come in the future, and I'm just very honored and thankful. So I just wanted to put that out there first. So today I'm pulling from the Energy Oracle deck. This is one of my tried and true decks as well. There's, you know, so many that I pull from, but it's like that. This is like one of Game of Thrones and my astrology answers. I really did not like that deck when I first got it, because I was so ticked the amount that it cost, and there was no guidebook, but it was online, because when I do lives, the internet fights for each other. The world. Okay. So it's like finding the balance between shadow self and the light self with the world, I find, because the sun is behind the earth. I believe those are lotus flowers. Water sign. So water signs again. We had water signs last night. So finding the light in the darkness, I feel. You know, even though he's surrounded by dark, or she, this entity that's there, it's very much finding the light in the darkness. Giving to your light, or finding your lighter self, giving to the lighter self. Fighting to your lighter self. Some of us, I feel like we've been swallowed up whole, and it's like you're very much not. The garden and the gate. So you may be feeling restricted, that you want to go to greener pastures. You want to see what's beyond what you have in your life. Maybe you're having calling to something. Blooming abundance. So this blooming abundance is very much to watch your spending right now. Don't, you know, I know Spirit tells us to honor ourselves with little treats, but it's just like, just be careful. You know, I actually made a boo-boo. I thought that something offered free shipping to where I live, and it was already too late by the time I pressed it. But, you know, just being more mindful. Being more mindful of purchases. So, woman holding a coin. So this may be a woman in your life that is actually making your money, instead of bringing money into your life, she's taking money out of your life. You know, always asking, always taking. And that's very much, you know, it's not like you're rich or anything. It's like your situation's probably more dire than hers. She fails to see that. It's like, you know, You got to set up, make sure those boundaries are still set there. I feel like this is someone close to you, like a female, like the monarchy of the family, so a mother, a grandmother, an aunt, an older sibling, like a sister, so or a friend. You just got to say, listen, I don't have it. So the first card we're going to start with is the world at the top, finding the lighter self, expansion, opening up. So opening up, a lot of you have come to me, it's like, I feel like I have this gift. I believe everyone is born with this gift. It's just up to, like, to me, I met someone today, she's like, it scares me. And I'm like, I was in your same shoes. And I was like, you know what? We'll set up a reading. And I said, maybe I can help you understand more. With me, it wasn't until Teresa Caputo sat there and said to this little girl that said, I keep seeing these shadows in the corners. And she's like, we're going to stage your room and tell those shadows to go away. But she told her, it's your loved ones trying to, contact you. And I'm like, wow, since I was a little kid, I was so scared of these shadows, and it's actually loved ones looking after me. I had no idea. The man in this picture is looking out over a bay, so water, above which the beautiful sphere of earth is rotating. This card is a reminder reminding you to expand your vision. So some of us that are actually in the healing arts, I call it, expand your vision and your contemplate some much broader options. So it's like we're being pulled to learn. There's something pulling at us. You need to learn on this. I briefly touched on this, that for the first time I had someone I had read for, and they had a saint card. I've never had that before. And I was like, wow, St. Barnabas. I'm like, what the heck does this mean? And luckily enough, I was able to Google it without losing a connection with her. And I was just like, it was just crazy. And I was just like, wow, okay. So it's like certain things are calling to you, and it's like you may use this more in your healing arts. So it's like when you're being called, even anyone out there, you're being called to do things. Honor that calling and see where it takes you. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could specifically be referring to creating or expanding a more global network through the internet or social marketing. Drawing this card also lets you know that you have the ultimate resources available to you. Unlimited resources available to you. And now is the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. Any ideas you get coming in your head that you want to do, write it down. Say right now, oh my gosh, this is such a great idea, but I don't have the time right now. So just just write it down, put it aside, and when things get a little, when your time gets more freed up, like if you're a student and, it's like, you guys are coming, to school's going to be out in April. And it's like, when school is out, you're going to have more free time. Like you'll be working, but you won't have that crazy schedule of, class. Like some of you take 8 classes and it's like crazy. So they're saying, write these ideas down, and when things lighten up, go back to it. So we have the Garden and the Gate, abundant prosperity, staying safe. We have this in the reverse though. If this card is reversed, it indicates the happy choice to open the door is to a more spiritual pursuit. You may have been obsessed with worldly issues before, but your readiness to go deeper is here now. Many people believe that they cannot live in a material world and make lots of money and engage in spiritual priorities at the same time. You can counter that by donating to causes that you believe true. When I was in a position before, I had my tower moment 3 years ago. We would sit there and we'd be like, what do we need to give to? And we would ask God for guidance. Where do we need to donate this money? And sure enough, the commercial would come on, or something would come on the news. We would see a woman that needed a special vehicle for her child to come in. So she was able to drive him to appointments. He's wheelchair bound. So she needed this new vehicle because he was getting bigger and she wasn't able to pick him up like she used to, because, when children get bigger, it's harder on your back. So we're like, there you go. There is a worthy cause of where we can donate our money. So you could counter what you do by doing that. Remember when you were struggling, where were the places that lifted you up and believed in you? Your church, your community center, the food bank, wherever you got that help from, where everybody else shut the door in your face, give to those causes. But you now realize that this isn't true. In fact, you can bring this wonderful spiritual focus to to any endeavor. And when you do, you'll find that beyond your garden, the universe is willing to fill your life with beauty and joy. Expect the unexpected, for joyous synchronicity abounds. So synchronicity is blessings, abundance. So there's some blessings abound coming. This is how many cards now this week? We've got this. Blessings, synchronicities, wish fulfillment. So there's things coming in. And it's like you've may had some things come in, there's more coming. Because there's 3 fishes. So we have the number 3, blooming abundance. I said 3 fishes and the number 3. And we have another number 3. So increased wealth and value. But we have this upside down. So it means instead of the money raining down on you, it's actually falling out of you. This card reverse reveals a potential decrease in money, with the coins falling from the garden out of sight. Sometimes when you receive this card, it is in this position. It may even feel as though cash is slipping through your fingers like water. While this might seem like an ongoing state of affairs, you can still turn things around. Be very conscious and responsible where money issues are concerned. Take action to plant new seeds and nurture your financial garden with patience and clarity. This cycle will end and you will, in time, enjoy the fruits of your labors. And I know a lot of you are like, what does that mean? In time? What is the time? I need an exact date. And you're like rocking back and forth. I need the exact date. When is this man coming into my life? I need an exact... I sometimes will get a month. I'm seeing April right now. April 26th. So it's like, yeah, I may say April 26th, but it might be for something else. Because I see a date doesn't necessarily mean it's for your lover to come in or for this financial security to come in or what you're looking for. It could be anything. It could be some sort of blessing or some sort of miracle. They're showing me April 26th. Woman holding a coin, our final card. Female connection in money, health, and value. So we have this in reverse. This card reverse could indicate that you're feeling unsure or fear about finances or some health issue. It can also reveal a lack of value of yourself or your own life. Pointing to someone else when this card comes in reverse it shows a woman who may be reducing your own money or simply may not have your best interest in mind regarding your financial affairs. So they're saying guard it. It could also be someone who devalues or criticizes you or causes you to doubt your own value. And that's where we have to start building up that positive ego, because we are going to come across a lot of these people. One person that used to do this to me all the time is now changing their tune. And it's like, why? What do you want? Because it's like, you've never been like this. It's like your compliments always come at a cost. It can even be that the harmful energies of a woman from the past are still influencing you today. Be aware that sorry, I just sneezed there. You don't have to let anything else negative vibration influence you at any time. And that's what I'm saying. Instead of giving in to that person's negative criticism of you, their Jupiter energy, where it's that negative voice in your head, because I feel like this is someone in the family and it's like, you don't want to be disrespectful. So in your mind, you tell them to have several seats. You know what they say is they're full of it. They just like to run their mouth. They just like to run people down because they get jealous that people are doing better than they are. And that's not where you are. You're just trying to better your life. And it's not about being better than anyone else. You're very much just that driven type of person where you want to succeed. And it's like, it's not succeed to be better than anyone. It's just like, that's where you see your life going. So just tell them to have several seats. And I guarantee you, when you're successful, they're going to be the first one to be like, I always supported you. And you'll be like, in your mind. So keep up with that joy, Jupiter energy, feeding that positive ego, feeding that badass that you are. Be aware that you don't have to let anyone else's negative vibration influence you at any time. Release any toxic connection and know that you are free to define and value yourself no matter what. So you are free to define yourself. Don't let anyone else define you. So these are new cards I got today. And it's the Romance Angels Oracle deck. I really enjoy it. Oop, we got some cards left in here. So I've seen other healers use these. We'll call them healers. Because some of them are not mediums. Mediums is just like a general term. But mediums, if you actually look it up, talk to the ones that have passed. And I also do. Sometimes they come in and sometimes it takes them a little convincing. So, retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. It looks like a married couple, so it looks like it's time to pull back. I feel like the world is influencing your relationship and they're telling you, no, not anymore. Time to retreat and find yourself. Go back to the way that you guys felt because it's their wedding day. So it's like time to retreat to the world. So when you think about when a couple gets married, they go on their honeymoon. So maybe it's time to take time away from everyone and take like a vacation. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. This moment fully. So stopping and smelling the roses. They're saying springtime love. Ooh. They're saying because the ices are melting. I don't know what that means. But here I understand that because we usually have our thaw in March. The only reason I know that is because my basement floods. Hopefully this year it won't. I just want to show you guys this. Like, this deck is so cool. Look at the glitter. Like, oh, it's so pretty. The camera does not do it justice, but it's really nice. I really like this. This is where your paid readings and tips go to. So they're saying, children, you love life is being affected by children. Your love life is being affected by children. Well, that's not really nice to say, but okay. That's what happens when you have children. You give your love to your children. But children are a blessing, so I wouldn't take it in that way, honestly. It happens when you have children. They want your attention. They want to be with you. You just have to come up with creative ways to get it in. So I hope you enjoyed my 100th video, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm just going to focus my camera because it's out of focus. I noticed that happened yesterday with Throne Thursday. Sorry. So I hope you enjoyed my 100 video. These are your cards for January 31st, 2020. I am so happy. Thank you to all of you that have been so loving, so patient, so kind, so giving. All of you that had gotten paid readings and given tips, like, I really, really adore you guys. Like, you guys have taken me from one deck, you know, starting this out to where I am now. And it wasn't for you guys, like, who knows? You know what I mean? Like, you guys have built up my confidence. And I believe my confidence building and is increased my gift. And that's why I'm taking classes in astrology to make myself better for you guys. So when I do readings, it's exactly what, you know, you would hope to get. You know, I want you to sit there and know that you get more than what you've paid for your reading. Because, you know, like I said, like, I know this is a luxury having readings done, but it's like, I really am thankful to you guys. Because of you guys, I'm able to live my passion and live my dream and see it flourish, you know, every single day. So thank you so much, guys. I cannot thank you enough. I know this video is going to be kind of lengthy, but I really cannot put into words what you guys have done for me. And, you know, it's been a year since I started channeling spirit, and it's like, it's really amazing. It's really a blessing. It's a gift, and I will never abuse it. Like I said, I'm authentic, I'm real, I'm honest. The one spirit that comes through very strongly, he's very blunt and to the point, and he may not say things in the most delicate way, but, you know, he's just saying that because you need to hear it at that time. So I hope you guys participate in the giveaway that I'm doing, the mini giveaway for reaching 100 videos. It's a 1.5 hour free mini read. 1.5 hours. So you'll get a 1.5 hour mini read, which will be channeled messages from spirit, which happens usually the night before or while I'm meditating before the reading. Then I will pull cards for you, and then I will finish it out with a Q&A for you. And the contest is going to run from Friday until Sunday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I guess, because I'm in Atlantic and it's just all so confusing. So Eastern Standard Time, 11:59 p.m. And then we will close it out. Monday, I will have a third party. No one that's even in the medium business or anything. Someone that is helping me out. I asked them to sit there and we'll assign numbers to everyone that has entered. And we will go on Google, find that number generator where you put the number of people that have entered. Google will randomly pick the winner, and I will ask this person to film it so there is no shady comments being made, because I notice a lot of shadiness going on lately and I don't like it. So nobody can come at me with their shady comments. It'll be picked by a third party. And this contest is open to everybody. I don't care if we are friends. I don't care if I've read for you once, if I've read for you a billion times, if I have just read for you tonight. I don't care. This competition is open to everyone. Everyone. So, you want to enter? You're going to enter the comment 100. That will be your entry. One entry per person. Please and thank you. And we'll get that contest going Friday. So I love you guys very much. I'm so happy to have been blessed to do 100 videos, and I hope to make 1 billion more. God willing. Have a blessed evening, guys.